Somewhere in the dark and nasty regions where nobody goes stands an ancient castle. Deep within this dank and uninviting place lives Burke.
Hello.
Overworked servant of the thing upstairs.
Burke, feed me.
But that's nothing compared to the horrors that lurk beneath the trapdoor. For there is always something down there, in the dark, waiting to come out.
Don't you open that trapdoor?
You're a fool if you dare.
Stay away from that trapdoor.
'Cause there's something down there.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Masters of the 80's channel. There's something a little bit different today. It's not a cartoon. It's some stop motion animation from 1984, and it is the Trapdoor. This was a show that came on it started on the ITV in 1984 with the first season. First season ran for 25 episodes, I think, and they're all short, sort of 8 to 10 minutes each. And the whole concept of it was about the blue guy in the middle of the screen there, Burke, and his friend on the left hand side, the skull, Boney, and then the little spider looking character at the bottom there called Drut. And it was about the day-to-day shenanigans of what was going on in the castle that they lived in, with the thing upstairs, who was Burke's master. Really, he was the guy that Burke was looking after. So if you know the show, you can always remember the famous lines, "Burke, feed me," every episode. But as soon as he opened the trapdoor, something weird and wonderful would always come out of there, and the show would always evolve around that. So it's a really weird one, this one, that, like I say, first started in 1984 with 25 episodes, and they ran and ran and ran on the ITV. It ran for a good number of years, and then bizarrely in 1990, I think, it got another season with series 2. So series 2 came out in 1990 with 15 episodes, but that was picked up by Channel 4. So season 1 was ITV, season 2 was Channel 4, which is odd, really. You don't tend to find that, and especially earlier on in the sort of 80s and 90s, that wasn't a done thing. If one TV station picked a particular thing up, a particular show up, they stayed with that show on that station for as long as it ran. But this one didn't, and why ITV never picked it up again, I don't know. Maybe they thought it was too far gone at that point. But then Channel 4 picked it up and ran with it, like I said, for 15 episodes, with the same basic principle, really. The whole stop motion of it all, and based around the same characters. It just seemed a long time period from one to the next. The voices of the two main characters in it, which is Burke and Boney, they were done by an actor comedian called Willie Rushton. Willie Rushton was also an artist, bit of an all-rounder, really. There's loads of bizarre little nuggets of information about this programme, but the other one was the opening theme, the theme tune. The gentleman that wrote the theme tune for Trapdoor, also wrote a song for Shakin' Stevens, and it was a #1 for Shakin' Stevens, and it was Merry Christmas Everyone. Now, again, just real random little nuggets of information that came out of Trapdoor, and it was a show I remember with great fondness. I think it covered the bases with all ages because of the style of it. It covered the contents and grounds with a younger audience, but I think it also covered a lot of ground with an older, maybe teenage audience, because it was quite a dark undertone to it, a horror style undertone, which was good. Considering it's just plasticine, it works really well, and it's very basic at what it does, but it gets a good point across. This particular set is the complete collection, series 1 and 2, all 40 episodes. Excuse me. This is really easy to come by. You can find this on most reselling sites or on the secondary market, and you can pick it up really for next to nothing, a couple of pounds, £3 maximum. Again, because all the episodes are really short, 8 to 10 minutes long each episode. Everything is on one disc, so it's not even a multi-disc compilation. It's just the one. So that's it there. And there's a little flyer inside just to tell you a bit more of each episode. So the synopsis and the guide for each episode. And that's the back. Again, it was very good. It was a good show, and it just ran and ran. On the ITV, it was one of those shows that it was probably on air from 1984 right till 1990 when the second series came out. I don't, as a child, I don't remember at any time this wasn't on. It was just a constant, and I think because it was short episodes, they could fit it into a tight or a small time slot, which the ITV had, because obviously ITV runs advertisements in between each show, and Trapdoor was probably a good filler. But again, not difficult to get hold of. Whether this ever got out to anywhere else in the world, I'm not 100% sure. Whether it just stayed a constant thing in the UK, I'm not too sure. But that's Trapdoor. If you remember this fondly, go out and buy this compilation. It is the complete, and it is very good for a couple of pounds and a couple of hours watching of everything, every episode. You won't be disappointed. It still holds up very, very well. So yeah, that's Trapdoor. Just on another note, good friend Johnny Walker and I have been chatting, and it'll probably get a little bit further down the line yet, where we're looking to do a collaboration. Now, not only do I collect 80s and early 90s cartoons, but I've also got quite an extensive Blu-ray collection as well as, and me and Johnny are going to be looking to do something down the line. A bit of joint showing of what we've got, which will be quite good because Johnny's out in the States and I'm in the UK. So obviously he's got variations of things we don't get. I've got variations of things that he doesn't get in the States. So that's something that we're looking on doing, nice little collaboration. And then the other sort of guys that socially we talk to, probably look to get them involved as well at some point. But for now, thanks for tuning in again, and take care, and we'll see you all soon. Bye bye.